Hey guys, welcome back. I figured you all want to see the bunnies, so I might as well decided to make a video. The baby bunnies are gonna come home on the 5th of July. I mean, not the baby bunnies, the rabbits out at the fair. So guys, I took care of these Sugar's babies up until they're about 5 weeks old now. They were born on May 27th, so I've been picking a lot of grass for them. You can give them some dandelion greens. Those are safe for them. I always pick those for my bunnies. So as you can see, Sugar's babies are out here. So about 5 to 6 weeks old, the mother rabbit would typically wean them from milk. So at least that's what I found on, different, websites. I researched stuff about bunnies and stuff. So, I've been picking dandelion greens in my yard, to make sure they're safe for the bunnies and stuff. If the dandelion greens don't come from your yard, then you would have to check them if they're poisoned or anything, with weed killer or whatever. But if they come from your yard, they should be fine. So I think rabbits might be able to have long grass, like tall green grass. I think that's what else they can eat in your yard as well. So guys, I think it was a couple days ago, I scrubbed out Twist's cage really good, and I put all his hay and bedding in there for whenever he comes home. Same thing for Crispin. And I actually put the right bedding in for him because the fair is making us use the wood shavings, or it's called top bedding. I don't really like it because it keeps getting stuck in his fur because he's an Angora. So the pellet bedding is better for him. I put some hay in there. And, I basically cleaned out everybody. I cleaned out Pumpkin's cage. I took a scrub brush in here and I scrubbed the inside of the hutch, the back walls, that kind of stuff. And I got their homes ready for whenever they come home. And they're coming home on the 5th, and today's the 3rd, I believe. So they should be coming home in a couple days here. So I got his cage all nice. You guys can see over here as well. So, yep, right in there. And then down here I put all his hay because he likes to hang out in this bottom part. So you guys might be asking, why do I use this bedding on the other bunnies? Is because, as I've said before, it doesn't get stuck in their fur, so I can use it on them. So these are their water bowls. This is Crispin's. This is Dark Storm's. This might be Pumpkin's. And I think this is... So guys, I'm back. Sorry about the pause. I just had to take a short break. So somebody was talking to me. I didn't, But I'm in here with the babies. They're eating hay and stuff, and that's all I wanted to say though. I was showing you guys the cages. So this is Dark Storm, and this is what I put in here. This is all for a brand new hay, all ready for him to go. So I got all their cages ready to go. So guys, the holiday, the 4th of July is coming up, so you all know that. You guys have to wish Moon You guys know who Moon is. It's that bunny right there eating hay, the spotted one. Her name is Moon. So she was born on July 4th of 2024. So she was born last year. She's a 4th of July baby. So you guys know Cookie, you guys know Princess. So that's Moon right there. If you guys ever hear me say her name, you guys know who she is. So I just introduced her to you. It took us a while to figure out her name, but I decided to call her Moon. It's a pretty name, so, and then, so guys, I love showing the bunnies off to you guys and, you know, telling who is who. So, look at Moon. She flopped over. They dig a lot in here. It kind of irritates me. So, guys, I guess that's all I had to show with the bunnies and stuff. I just had to show their cages off. You know, what I got ready. Rocky Gold seems to be missing his buddy. So, I kind of can't wait for the bunnies to come home. I can't wait to get my prize money from the fair for the bunnies winning their awards. I don't exactly know how much I'm going to get, but I can't wait to find out. And I love sharing all this stuff with you guys. So here is Rocky Gold in there. You can kind of see him. So it's just, he's been kind of living by himself lately. So you guys know on the 6th I'll be going to camp. I'll make a video as soon as I come back. So you guys won't really be seeing me too much. Ooh, I almost missed my chair, guys. So I was waiting to finish up this video for you all. And honestly, I'll be missing my bunnies at camp. I always worry about, you know, how they're doing and stuff, and are they all right? So that's kind of a thing. You guys know Cookie was actually supposed to be at the fair, but she couldn't go this year. She had a little mishap. Actually, it would be kind of stupid to breed her before fair and stuff. So I didn't breed her at all because I knew fair was gonna come up, and you know, I already had her entered in, so it would be kind of stupid to breed her before then. But I'm thinking the possible father that could be the father to Cookie's babies. Well, I just left them in here and I didn't bother them too much. I found one in here that was like passed already. I don't know what happened to the other ones, like the other 3 babies. She had 5 of them. So I wasn't really ready to talk about what happened with Cookie because, you know, but, I believe the father might be Darkstorm because, he escaped out of his cage because, so guys, I don't know how old this cage is, but, this has had a problem closing, and I don't have too many cages, you know, you know, like cages to use for bunnies, really. So, this door is kind of, you know, rusted a little bit on the lock. So, this door was slightly ajar, like, for him to get out. And I caught him right here. And there was, like, something there before that was, like, covering him. But I caught him, put him back, so he's possibly the father to Cookie's babies. But that is, like, breeding mom and, you know, son. Mother and son. So, that's probably why the babies passed. So, you know, it's not always my fault, you know, in breeding and stuff, you know. But things happen, and I wish they didn't. But on the day of fair, so June 27th, we were supposed to take Cookie out. She was, like, nesting, and my mom thought she was, like, having a false pregnancy. We didn't think much of it. We were getting her all brushed up and getting ready to be loaded. And we thought, you know, she would be fine. So I'm sitting and I'm brushing down the bunnies, clipping nails, getting them all ready. And this is kind of a funny story I'm going to kind of share with you guys that happened. So as I'm brushing Cookie, she's really happy, brushing her down. Everything's all good. I had her sitting on my lap like you've seen me do before with my bunnies, when you see me brushing them. But I was inside. I was taking bunnies out of here and bringing them inside, brushing them down. I was brushing Twist, brushing Pumpkin, getting Crispin ready, getting all the bunnies ready for fair. And as I'm brushing Cookie, I had my arm kind of like on her butt a little bit on my lap. And, you know, she's just sitting there, and I feel something like warm, like right here, like right by my arm. So it was about right here. And I had a mosquito on my arm. So I'm going to end this video pretty soon because there's mosquitoes and they love me. And an interesting thing, guys, is mosquitoes might be more, I think mosquitoes are actually more attracted to people with type O blood. Type B is occasionally they get bit. Type A, they don't get bit at all, I think. But I felt something warm on my arm here. And I looked down and I really didn't see anything at first. But then, I saw a glimpse of something pink moving. And I was like, wait, what? And then, you know, I kind of lifted my arm up because I was confused. And I see this pink baby fall out. And I was like, oh my goodness. So the bunny gave birth on my lap. She only had one baby on my lap. I put her out here. I checked the nest, you know, a couple hours later. And I saw 2 more. And then the next day I saw 2 more in there. So she had 5 total. As I would come out, check on Cookie and her babies occasionally, I noticed that there was 3. So two were gone at this point. And I was like, okay, maybe, you know, Cookie is getting rid of them, or, you know, I don't know. So I come back the next day, or, you know, I wait a little bit, and I check on her nest again, and this was probably yesterday. I check on her babies again, see how they're doing. I only see 1 in there, and I did find one in here that was passed, so yeah, so that's kind of the little recap thing about Cookie. It was kind of an accident, y'all. I didn't breed her because that would be pretty stupid. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed talking with you guys. So you guys seen that short I posted about the awards they won. I am very, very proud of them, of all my bunnies. So I'm going to end this video. I don't want to ramble too much. But the babies have been eating hay. So I've been very proud about that. So I don't have to, you know, feed them every day and night. Because I would hand feed them. Now they're old enough and strong enough to eat on their own. So that's gonna do today's video, y'all. So sorry about the pauses, everyone, but before I go, I'm gonna show you guys, just look at the chickens. I know you people aren't, I don't know if you're really interested in chickens, but here are chickens and ducks and quails. So I'm gonna actually check if they laid any eggs. I come in here every day and check for eggs. I don't see any eggs. So I saw her sitting in there yesterday, and this morning I found an egg. She might have sat in there all night, which is, I don't know why she does that. You guys saw the chicken run. Don't worry, guys, he's fine. The way I held him, he's all right. So he slipped out. He's a sneaky one. All right, guys. Bye.